Watermelon pulls down his pants, y'all. Tell me why Watermelon has on a diaper. Welcome back to Prime Time, y'all, and I'm back at it again with another story time. But before we get into this story time, go ahead and get your meal, your drink, your balance, or your snack, and tell your man or sneaky link that you will call them back because Prime just dropped a new story time. So, y'all, this story time finna go a little bit different because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was feeling a little bit, unmotivated today. Unmotivated. And I feel like that was because, I was a little snacky. And, I've been kind of fasting. Ooh, it's real wet. I've been kind of fasting, y'all. I've been kind of fasting. And I was like, I feel like fasting, I be getting real irritable. Oh, yeah, that's juicy. That's juicy. But anyway, it be making me real irritable. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're finna hop right into the story time. So, y'all, this story time takes place mid-April. Now, me and this guy we're gonna talk about. So, what we're gonna name this guy? Since we eating watermelon, we just gonna name him Watermelon. So, this guy named Watermelon. I don't know why I picked that name, but whatever. So this guy named Watermelon, this is me and his second link up that the story time took place. So our first time we linked up, right, y'all? We just jerked off. We didn't do nothing really extracurricular. We just baited. And it really lasted only like a good 5 minutes. Oh, let me describe Watermelon. So Watermelon was real buff, y'all. Real buff. I'm talking, he had muscles on muscles. Like, he had to be like some bodybuilder. I don't know. Like, he was just really, really buff. So, he had hit me up again. And he like, I really enjoyed our first time. And, oh, look, I'm already... See, I'm eating. Look, so, he was, buff, Caucasian, blue eyes. I want to say his piece was like a good 5. He had a good 5-inch piece. I was like, oh, okay, cut. He had like a trim hedges. Like, it wasn't really giving nothing down there. It was trimmed, and I was like, we gonna work with it though. And then plus, he had like this huge tattoo on his chest, like a huge tattoo. He had this huge tattoo on his chest. And I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And I guess he really didn't want me to see it. It wasn't like racist or nothing. But every time he came over, he always wanted me to turn like make it be completely dark. And I was like, oh, okay, like you want it to be dark in here, that's fine. I can do that for you. Cause shit, I really don't care. Plus, I pretty much got blackout curtains anyway, so that didn't really matter to me. Like, cause he was talking about, Watermelon kept saying, guys will record him, and he don't want to get exposed and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, so you're DL or whatever, and he was like, no, I just don't want to end up on Twitter and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, don't get me wrong, like, you handsome, but ain't nobody checking for that 5-inch piece. Like, no shade. So anyway, this our second time linking up. Like I said, you know, he told me like, oh, you know, I want to come over. Like, I'm finna go on break at work soon. Like, he like, but this time, I want to like give you some head. And I'm like, okay, Watermelon, like, I'm down to give you some head too. Like, you know, like I said, your piece is cute. You know, cute little 5. Like, that ain't gonna be nothing but a thing. That ain't gonna be nothing but a thing. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, come over. You already got the address. Cool. Like, he like, okay, bet. Like, I'm finna go on break in 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, cool. So Watermelon comes over, y'all. He comes over. I already got my cats put up. It's dark as fuck in my apartment. You know, my man is at work. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm ready. Like, I'm horny. Like, mind you, I want to say it's probably like 10 a.m. at this point. It's like 10 a.m., almost 10:30. He come in, you know, he in his work uniform. I'm like, okay, you know, he kind of smell like work. Like, he kind of smelled like outside. Like, he didn't stink or anything, but he kind of like smelled like outside. So I was kind of just like, oh shit, like, hold on. So I'm already a little like, oh, because like, you not fresh. And I should have known he wasn't gonna come over here fresh, because he said he gonna come over here, you know, on his break. So he said he gonna come over here on his break. But I didn't know what type of job he had. You know, I didn't know if he was like white collar or blue collar. I should have known it was giving blue collar with all them muscles, baby. I should have known what it was gonna give. It was giving very much construction worker. I don't know. So I'm like, oh snap. Like, I'm thinking in the back of my head mentally, like, if I get down there and it's not smelling how it's supposed to be smelling, like, it's going to be a problem. Like, I'm finna like send him out of here, because I'm the type to be like, oh, if I get down there and it's the slightest bit of like cheesy or, you know, just musty, I'm not messing with it, you know. So boom, we get in my room or whatever, you know, we talking it up, chopping it up. I'm like, okay, you know, how's work? Because, you know, this is our second time linking, so, you know, I'm not really shy no more. I guess he's still a little shy, because he pretty much give me like one word answers and stuff. He like, oh, you know, it's good, you know, nothing too crazy. And I'm like, okay, cool. You know, he and I even really asked me no questions. He just, you know, he took his shoes off at the door. He already know that, like, usually when my links come over here, they gotta take their shoes off at the door. I do not like shoes inside my apartment. So we get in my room. I instantly started taking off my clothes, because I'm kind of just like, shit, like, it seemed like he really don't want to talk, so, like, let's get down to business. Like, we already know what it is, so I'm taking off my clothes, right, which is little to none, because, y'all, I only had on, like, a t-shirt and some drawers, and I almost opened the door naked, because I was like, what's the point, like, you know, I kind of just wanted to be a little bit more formal, but I'm kind of like, whatever, I should just open the door naked. Anyways, so he started getting undressed. Mind you, like I said, it's giving like construction worker get up. So he got like a t-shirt, a vest, you know, and on top of his vest is like some neon thing where I guess so people can see him or whatever. So I'm like, okay, you know, he take off his neon, then he take off his vest, then he take off his shirt, and then, you know, I'm like, okay, the body's bodying. So then the Watermelon proceeds to pull down his pants. Watermelon pulls down his pants, y'all. Tell me why Watermelon has on a diaper. I know. I was gagging too. So I'm like, is that a diaper? And he was like, yeah. Like, he instantly, like, no hesitation, yeah. Like it was normal. No shade if y'all got some diapers on, but that's new for me. I ain't never seen no grown man, or should I say, not an older man, but a grown man, like, in his, because he was in his 30s, y'all. Watermelon was, like, in his 30s. He didn't have his age on his profile, but I'm pretty sure that man was, like, in his early 30s. So I'm like, why you got on a diaper? And so he proceeds to tell me he has, like, this thing called incontinence. Incontinence, I think, pretty much means, like, you can't control when your pee come out. And I was like, oh, like, dang, how that happened. He telling me his story. I'm not going to put too much of his business out there. But, he's telling me his story, how he was, like, in this accident or something. I was like, oh, okay. Whatever. You look normal to me. Like, you didn't look like you was in, like, no motorcycle accident. So, like, who would have thought? So, boom. I'm like, okay, I'm cool with it. Like, I'm a very open-minded individual. So I'm like, it is what it is, just as long as when I'm giving you that guac, you know what I'm saying? Don't have to come out there guac, okay? but what's supposed to come out when I'm doing my thing, okay? So he proceeds to pull down his diaper, y'all. Tell me why, as he pulling this diaper down, I couldn't even see inside the diaper yet as he pulling it down. At this point, the diaper is like on his thighs. And I get like this whiff or something. I'm like, ooh. And then he pulls the diaper down to his knees. So at this point, I can like see inside the diaper. It's a huge boo-boo streak in this diaper. I'm like, oh my God. So then he pulls the diaper to his ankles, and I can really see the boo-boo streak. And I'm like, hold on. Is that boo-boo? Because it's dark, y'all. It's dark. But, like, I can see, like, because the diaper is white. It's a white diaper. So I'm like, it's only one thing that could be. And even though we in the dark, I can still see, like, I got good vision. I got 20/20. So, plus the smell, I already knew. I said, is that boo-boo? I didn't say boo-boo, but YouTube and stuff. I'm like, is that boo-boo? And he like, I'm like, that's boo-boo. I'm like, that's boo-boo. Like, you gotta be, you gotta be shitting me, So, he like, is that a problem? I'm like, what do you mean, is that a problem? Like, that's boo-boo. Like, you said you had incontinence. So, it's boo-boo in there. Like, what the fuck? So then he proceeded to tell me how, like, he didn't get the chance to go to the bathroom. And I was like, what? So you just proceeded to boo-boo in your diaper? Y'all, I couldn't do it. I told him, I said, oh, you gotta pull that back up. Pull that back up. And he's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, pull that back up. So, boom. Watermelon catches the attitude, right? Watermelon catches the attitude as he's pulling his diaper up and started calling me my name and shit, talking about how I'm wasting his time and how he could have did this, that, and the third, or could have ate out and stuff. And I'm like, I don't care about none of that. You got boo-boo in your diaper. I ain't gonna lie, I was laughing at him. Cause like, at this point, like, I'm gonna laugh because you coming from me. Like, you ain't have to call me out my name and none of that. So, I'm kikiing at him because I'm like, oh, since you wanna talk smart, like, I'm a kiki. Because I was finna be nice and, like, just be like, look, you gotta go. But now I'm finna kiki at you. So, y'all, Watermelon then proceeds to call me the N-word. Not the ER, but the A. But still. Like I said in the beginning, he was Caucasian. A blue-eyed Caucasian at that. Not like it makes a difference, but still. Like, you're white. And you proceed to say the N-word? So, I gagged. Because it caught me off guard. You know what I'm saying? So, I was like, oh, really? So, here's the thing. So, under my pillows, I keep a pocket knife because, you can't trust you know, anybody that you just invited to your home like that. You never know if they trying to rob you, whatever. Plus, I'm small. I'm only 5'7". You know what I'm saying? So, and he was like 5'10". Did I say his height? Watermelon was like 5'10". So I was like, oh snap! Like, you know, mind you, he was real buff. But this goes for anybody. Usually, when a guy come over, I got me a little knife under. I can't show y'all on YouTube, but I got me a knife under my pillow. Cause you know, you never know. So I stood there gagged for like 5 seconds, like, I know this white man ain't just called me the N-word. Like, Watermelon, you done lost your mother effing mind. So he putting up his pants. I then proceeded to grab my knife, and I said, say it again. So at this point, Watermelon just looking at me. I'm looking at Watermelon. He don't say nothing. He grabs his shirt, his vest, and his neon vest. He don't even put it on. He like speed walks out my bedroom door into my hallway, and then unlocks my front door and just walks out. When I tell y'all, I hopped on the app and blocked him so fast after I ran to my door and locked it, because I was like, oh wow, if he could call me that, you know, you never know. Because I'm like, because I didn't know if I was gonna have to use my pocket knife or not. And I'm glad I had it on me, because even though I don't think he was gonna attack me, but I just felt like he was a threat once he called me that N-word. Because after that, like, I was gonna, you know, I talked my shit. Ooh, I'm cussing. I'm gonna talk my stuff. Ooh, I'm doing too much. I'm gonna talk my stuff, right? So I felt threatened. So I had to pull out that knife on him. And I'm like, okay, I can't believe he really did that in 2024. Not saying I haven't experienced racism before, but I don't know, like, I just never really, it caught me off guard, because I can't believe he said that. When I'm like, you the one who came over here with boo-boo in your diaper. Mind you, I was being open-minded to begin with you even having a diaper on. I was already a little turned off seeing you in one, right? But then you got boo-boo in your diaper? And I'm the N-word? Like, what? So, y'all, anyway, that's pretty much the end of this story, y'all. I know this was a little different, probably a little quicker, because I'm like, look, this fashion stuff got me tired. But anyway, that was pretty much the end of that. I kind of told this story, not really exactly, but I kind of insinuated to it on my lives. If y'all be in my lives, y'all know to see. But anyways, y'all, if y'all made it through this whole story time, I love you. And make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell on the side so you will be notified the next time I upload. And I'll catch you on another Prime Time.